and guajillo chilies for about half an hour in hot water. So as you can see, if you take a look at them, they're nice and soft. It's almost like they were never dried to begin with. So you can save the liquid for other uses, but we're actually just going to drain it out because all we really want for this mole sauce is just these chilies. I'm just gonna drain it. So now we just drained the ancho and the guajillo chilies. I'm just gonna dump it into my blender. Remember those charred onions that we made earlier? So we're gonna dump these in as well. These are the charred garlic cloves. I'm gonna take our tomatoes, stuff them in, and then on top of that, we're also going to add our 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seeds, half a teaspoon of canela, so that's Mexican cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground oregano, Mexican if you can find it, and then about half a teaspoon of ground pepper. Okay, and then lastly, we're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of Mexican chocolate. I got this in Mexico, but you can easily source this at a Mexican grocery store or in the international aisle of a supermarket that you go to. So you just rough chop it, dump that in, and then about 1.5 cups of chicken stock. So that is 1 cup, another half cup. Add that in. A quick stir before we blitz this up. Let's just take this, we're gonna blitz it until it's nice and smooth. Okay, so that looks about smooth, maybe about 30 to 45 seconds. So this is the texture that it should be, but we're gonna actually thicken it over the stove, so this is not the final thickness. We're gonna strain this through a strainer to make sure that there aren't any last bits of charred onion or sesame seeds that didn't fully get ground, that we are straining out because we want a really, really smooth mole sauce. Okay, so now we're gonna strain the mole into a Dutch oven and through a sieve to make sure it's nice and smooth. Ooh, it's kind of splattering a little bit. So this is a thick mole sauce, so you're gonna have to use a spoon or something to kind of press this thick sauce through the sieve. Now that we've strained the mole, we're gonna put it over the stove under medium heat. So we're gonna let this pot heat up. It's gonna add a little bit of olive oil. And then as this pot heats up, we're gonna add in a second 1.5 cups of chicken stock. So now that the mole has been over the stove for a few minutes with the oil, we're gonna add in the second half cup of chicken stock to this. So we've got 1 cup. And here's the second half cup chicken stock. Now we're gonna let this simmer, come to a boil, and then simmer it for about an hour to let the flavors meld. So now we've had the mole simmering over the stove for about an hour to let all of the flavors meld. So this is what it should look like. It's kind of going to be a little bit bubbly. It's going to be a little bit thicker than it was earlier. We're going to do a taste test. It's kind of acidic, fruity. It's definitely smoky. You can taste the oregano. It's gonna need some salt. Just use some kosher salt. Generously salt this. Now we're gonna take another taste after we've added that salt. Salt definitely makes it more well-rounded. Now this mole is ready to go. You can use it for anything from enchiladas, for tacos, for stews. It would pair really well with chicken or with pork. I'm probably gonna use it for chicken enchiladas, so hope you're able to try out this recipe and enjoy. Thanks for watching.